Hello and welcome to this video where today I am in Somerset on a bit of a family holiday that I have decided to take a bit of a breakaway from to hopefully photograph some owls. Now, we have seen some owls, so on the sort of first full day in the evening I came out with the thermal that I got from my dad. It's a Pulsar Axion XM38 little thermal imaging sort of scope, and not too far behind me I saw an owl just looking straight at me. It was way too dark, I couldn't see it with the naked eye, but I could see it straight away with this, which was brilliant. And then it moved further on down, which was an absolutely awesome start to this sort of owl tracking. Then yesterday I was out, and in these woods behind me here I have been listening to and hearing the tawny owlets calling to each other, and I was out for a good couple hours yesterday trying to photograph them, but to no avail, unfortunately. And then I decided, as there was no action going on, I took a walk up the driveway and I photographed a thrush, which was really nice, and that was the only thing that I saw. And then on the way back, oh, I'm kicking myself, literally just sort of meters from where I am now. I was on the corner just behind me, there was an owl perched on the railings of this fence, and by the time I put the monopod down, got the camera ready, it had gone and I'd missed it. I was absolutely gutted. I'm not sure what it was. I don't know if it was a tawny owl or a barn owl. It was not there for long at all, and the reason I say I'm not sure if it's a barn owl is because pretty much moments later a barn owl pretty much flew right over me and around here, and then it went out into this field that I'm looking at now. So today the hope is, I've got a few hours, the time is 10 to 9. So I'm hoping that they're going to come out. I've got the 3D camo on. I've put myself next to the hedge and sort of with the 3D camo on, I'm hoping I'm going to blend in a bit in the hopes that it's going to come and start quartering and hopefully land somewhere on this fence so I can take a photo of it, which would just be amazing. I've not got a photo of an owl this year, and especially if it's a barn owl or a tawny owl, because I haven't got any photos of sort of wild versions of those. So we're going to cross everything, and it's just a game of sitting, or standing in this case, and waiting and just hoping that I'm in the right place at the right time and I can get some images. So gear wise, we are on the Sony A7 IV with the Sony 200-600 lens, and I am on my new Leophoto PG2S gimbal head, and I shall be talking more about that later in the video. I'm gonna get this 3D camo on properly. Oh, what's going on with my microphone? Has it been upside down for ages? I just noticed. Whoop. All I gotta do is wait and see what, if anything, comes into view and lets me take its photo. Fingers crossed. So far it has been quite quiet. I haven't heard the tawny owlets calling at all so far, and yesterday they were proper kicking off around this time. I know it's still quite early, having just gone 9, but yeah, yesterday they were really noisy. There was at least 2 that I could hear, and then later on I could hear some adults as well. So I mean, I'm hoping that, I'm just hoping we see anything, to be honest. I love owls, so to be able to photograph one and have found them on my own is going to be pretty awesome. But it's just a waiting game with this sort of thing, so I'm just hoping that by being close into the hedge here I can sort of blend in with it. So sort of from that side I think I'm pretty alright here. Pretty leafy, let's say. So it's just a case of hoping that they come in, because that owl yesterday, it wasn't till like quite late that I saw it. I think it was about, well, it'd gone 10 I know that much. So I'm hoping it'll be a bit earlier than that because it does get quite dark. While I waited, there was a blackbird to keep me company. Oh, if an owl could stop in that spot where that blackbird did, I'm a big one happy photographer, that's for sure. So far we've seen a pigeon, but no owl action, and I still haven't heard any like tawny owl calling, because like I said, I mean, yesterday they were really going off, so I was quite hopeful. Scratch that, literally just heard the babies. I don't know if the mic is gonna be able to pick up on that, so I'll pop it out, and if it does catch anything, I should play it now. I'm not sure if that got picked up on the mic at this point in time, but the tawny owlets have definitely started to chat, which is a good sign. I did try scoping these woods yesterday with the thermal, but they're just so many leaves, it's sort of impenetrable. I know that they're in there, because it's definitely coming from there, but I've got no way to know where in there it's coming from. Everything has sort of suddenly just got a lot rowdier, and I'm not too sure if it's just because of the time of day, if it's because it's 9:30 and it's now dusk and they're all doing their evening chorus, or if certain other birds are waking up and disturbing other birds. Also, I don't know if the mic has picked it up, but I think my family are doing karaoke. I can hear it. Hopefully that won't put anyone off coming out to get their photograph taken. I think we have an owl. It's a tawny, I can see it, it's on the fence post. It's far off, let me just put this into silent. Oh my goodness. I'm at 600mm in crop mode, and I've got 1.5 clear image zoom on as well. I'm at 1/50th of a second and 12,800 ISO for this. It's so far away for pictures, but it's just sitting there and it's gorgeous. Oh, the light here is fading so fast. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it here for today's attempt. I'm so happy we got to see that tawny owl. It was so cool to see. It was a shame it was so far away. However, I really hope that footage to come out. So what we're going to do, I'm going to join the festivities of the karaoke tonight, and we are going to come back out tomorrow and try again. It's day 2 on attempting to photograph owls, and today I have a special guest. My sister has come along with me. Becky lives in Australia and she's not seen a UK owl before, so she's come out in the hopes that we'll get to see one tonight, and so fingers crossed we do.
Fingers crossed.
We actually decided to move around to the other side of the field in the end. We're sort of down the bottom now, so we've got a bit of a better viewpoint looking up, and the light is nicer looking from this way. So hopefully, if anything does show and land somewhere handy, it should be well lit, at least for the time being whilst the light is still around. We haven't heard anything yet in the way of calling, but yesterday I think the young ones didn't start calling until about 9:30, and it's still, I think, about 9:10 sort of time. So we'll just have to wait and see. So we're just waiting for the owl to come out. However, there is a deer in the field behind us. I've seen it on the thermal, and Becky can see it in her binoculars. I don't know what sort of deer that is. Having been able to now look through the footage properly, I'm pretty sure this is a female roe deer. So, like with yesterday's owl, it is still quite far away. However, Becky's got to see some wildlife, so that's good. Camera is in crop mode and then 1.5 clear image zoom to actually get anywhere near this deer. But it seems quite happy up there, having a groove. Cool. So it is pretty much 10 o'clock, and the tawny owls, 2 of them, have perched right on the gate where we were earlier, obviously. Oh, look at them both. Of course, that's where they perched. Obviously, though, if we were standing there, the likelihood is they wouldn't have come there. Pretty sure. So you've seen 2 owls now, then, Bex.
I do.
Might not be the photos or video that we want, however, Becky has seen them, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
So that's going to be about it from us for today as the light is going, but we're going to try again tomorrow and see what happens then. So what made these photos and videos possible, especially that last photo of the owlet at 1/15th of a second, was the Leophoto PG2S gimbal head. I've had the PG2S for quite a while now, and I've been testing it whilst I was out in Scotland as well as down here with the owls, and I couldn't be happier with it. The search for a new gimbal started because the other one that I have itself on its own weighs about 1.4 kilos, which for me is just a bit too heavy. Knowing that I wanted a lightweight gimbal head, it led me on a very long and extensive search of the internet to try and find one that fitted my specifications. I actually ended up finding a review video from Russ at Southwest Optics, and that review and the whole video was just like, yes, this is the gimbal for me. I reached out to Russ over at Southwest Optics, as they were one of the only places in the UK to actually stock this gimbal. And after we got chatting, they agreed to make me one of their Leophoto ambassadors, which I am super excited about and very excited to work with them and Leophoto in future. Having used this gimbal over the last few months, I have to say that I am very impressed with how it performs, especially given how small and compact it is. It even folds down smaller than you can see here, and it comes with a handy little carry case. It is Arcus Swift compatible and it comes with a plate. However, I did opt to purchase the SF02 N foot for the Sony 200-600, so I didn't have to keep faffing around putting plates on and off every time that I wanted to use it. It weighs in at 850 grams. The action on this gimbal is so nice and smooth, and it made it easy tracking subjects even on the boat. Now, I was on a monopod here, we were anchored, but there is still movement in the boat and I was able to still get some nice footage from that. The gimbal is also really easy to set up, and due to how lightweight it is, I'm more likely to actually take it out with me. Now, the only sticking point that some of you might have with this gimbal is that due to its tiny form factor, there is not much clearance on the back end. As you can see, the back of the tripod foot is actually hitting into the gimbal, so I don't have much in the way of upwards clearance. Now, for me, that is not a problem. I haven't had any issues with that either on the boat when I had it on the monopod or filming out with the owls. However, that is something for you to note. As you know, I use Sony cameras, particularly the Sony a7 IV and the a7 V. Now, these are quite small, lightweight mirrorless cameras when you compare them to something like the Nikon Z8. Now, you can get around that by probably adding a battery grip to the back of your Sony camera, because that's going to bring some more weight on this end of the lens, but also adding the Osmo action on the top does help add weight to this, so I can push the whole lot forward, giving me a bit more clearance. But that is something that I want you to be aware of if you are considering this gimbal. If you haven't already heard of Southwest Optics, they are one of the largest suppliers here in the UK of binoculars and scopes. They also have a vast range of tripods and other accessories, and are a big stockist of the Leo photo range. Like I said earlier, they also have a YouTube video where they do really handy videos on some of the products that they are stocking. If you're interested in picking yourself up the PG2S or having a look at some of the other products that Southwest Optics stock, then there'll be links in the description as well as at the end of this video. You could also pop down and see them yourself at their bird show hosted near Budley Salterton on the 23rd and 24th of October this year, where you can get hands-on with some of the products that they are stocking. It is the third night out trying to get some photos of these owls. Becky's back with me tonight. She had a fun time yesterday.
I did.
And we're going to hopefully today we're going to get the epic shot. So we've moved again, so we're sort of, the house that we're staying in is just behind us here, but we're sort of pretty much where the owls landed in terms of viewpoint. So hopefully we're far enough away that they're still going to be comfortable coming out, and they will come out ideally earlier than yesterday, so I don't have to use all the ISO, and we can get some nice shots and just have a nice experience with the owls before Becky heads back to Australia and we got to head home from here. So fingers crossed, the waiting begin. I wonder if our dear friend's going to come out today. It's a nice night tonight. If they come out, we'll get some nice light for them.
Yeah.
So it's been pretty quiet here on the sightings front. We haven't really seen much. However, the chicks have been calling quite a lot, and we've just started to hear one of the adults as well. So hopefully, it's just gone 9:30. Hopefully that means they're going to start to come out soon. All we're asking is like a minute on the fence and then they can be about their business and we won't bother them again.
Just want one photo.
Yeah. Oh, Becky, it's on the tree. So you see that branch? Yeah. It's just flown onto the end of that dead one. You see it? Where did it go? Did you see where it went? It flew off. It was on that branch. Balls. Oh, I hope that wasn't our only sighting. Just seen one of the owls fly up into the big oak tree. We can't see it, there's some foliage in front of it, but it's definitely in it. Can you see it?
Which branch is it on? Oh, there it is. I see it. I see you. I think that's Mum. She's like, oh yeah, okay. Right where my camera's pointing. That's so cool. So cool. So beautiful.
We were really pushing the limits of the A7 IV with these images and video. I was shooting in the APS-C mode for a bit more reach, and I am happy we got to see the owl up a bit closer.
Where is he? It's just gone down there. Oh, that's so cool. Yes.
After the adult had left, we held out to see if one of the chicks would come out.
That one, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, it was definitely Mum who we saw then. Oh my god, it's so fluffy. So small.
We got very lucky being able to see one of the owlets as well. It was only with us for about 1 minute, so I wasn't able to get any footage, but I did manage to get one in focus with a very slow shutter speed that I had on a 2-second delay to account for image shake and a stupid ISO photo, and I couldn't be happier.
So cool. Do you want to come out and try again tomorrow? Yeah. You're invested. Right, so we are going to call it here for tonight, but we're going to come back tomorrow because we've got one last night here in the house, and it's been absolutely amazing to be able to see them, but also to share this with Becky. It's been really cool.
And my first experience of UK owls as well, and obviously sharing it with you and seeing, you know, what you do and spend so much time doing and what you love. So it's been amazing. Yeah.
Right, so we'll be back tomorrow night.
As it was our last night together for what's probably going to be the best part of the year, with Becky going back to Australia and my little sister Kerry, who was over, going back to New Zealand, we decided that actually our last night we would spend together as a family. And we weren't upset about this. We had had such a great time going out after the owls, even if Becky did turn my camera off from recording that one clip. And we had an absolutely wonderful evening spending the night together as a family instead. That is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed coming along with Becky and myself to see those tawny owls. And if you are interested in picking yourself up a Leo Photo PG2S, I will leave links to Southwest Optics in the description. So thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next one.
No one puts Becky in the bush.
You look like an owl. And scopes.
Look, we're like one person, you can't just... She is here. Or is she?